Okay, I'm gonna go in here today and talk about confidence. I'm gonna try to summarize everything as fast as I can. Not normally when I have to cut out like 10 minutes of the video of me just talking, but no script, let me just get into it. So, you're probably thinking, if you even clicked on this video, you're probably thinking about how I can attain to be confident, and I will tell you the steps you have to do in order to become confident. But first of all, I would like to recommend a book to read. It's called Cybernetics. Basically, it's a book telling us how important our beliefs is in shaping our identity. To summarize, if you believe that, and I don't want to sound like one of these girls, like, believe, make affirmations, meditate, like, no. But genuinely believing in yourself and a version of yourself that you can attain is something that will then compound into our actions, and then these actions that we take are what makes us confident. Let's start with the fact that you don't need to make huge, grand actions in order to shape your identity. All it starts is with the small micro changes. So setting one thing every single day, one thing that you would tell yourself, oh, I can't do this, but then doing it. So for example, you are not a morning person. For example, me, I'm not a morning person. I'm not gonna lie, I do snooze my alarm button at least once before getting up. That's something that I will have to be improving on. And the way I can do that, and the way you can do that, is simply, instead of waking up at your normal time, so for example 7, set your alarm at 5 and then immediately wake up. And that one time that you do it will set a belief in you that you can change it, and you can do this every single day. And that's where the change begins. Every single day, if you do something, all these small habits that you're doing continuously will then add up onto each other. And in a year or two, you won't even recognize yourself. So it's not about big, what word am I saying right now? It's not about making big, grand changes. It's about making these small little adjustments every single day that will then compound into each other. You also have to understand why you want to be confident. I mean, obviously everyone wants to have this feeling where they can come up to people, just start talking. They want to have a better image of themselves, because all the problems with a lower self-image, that's where you get yourself into bad situations. That's when you form bad partnerships. That's when you get into toxic relationships because you think you deserve that person even though you don't. But it all starts with the way you see yourself, and instead of focusing on how other people will perceive you, focus on the things how you will perceive yourself. Focus, if you have more respect for yourself, other people will then have more respect for you. So do things that other people don't do. This is a big one. So for example, if you come back from work you had a really hard day at work, normally what an average person would do would go to bed, go on the sofa, make yourself dinner, sit down, watch some YouTube videos, and then go to bed. Don't do that. Do things that other people don't do, because then that will make you put a gap between you and them. So then you're more likely to do bigger changes, bigger things. But that all starts with the smaller things, of course. For example, so you come back from work, instead of taking your shoes off, go to the gym. Go meditate. Go, I don't know, not meditate, but like, also yes, meditate. I'm not a hater. But do to-do list. That's a big thing. Do to-do list every single day. And it's important to have routine, but your day shouldn't be looking the same every single day. It's important to have a morning ritual where you start your day off right, waking up at the same time every single day, doing these skincare habits, I guess having breakfast, or actually that's a whole different video about intermittent fasting, but I don't have breakfast. I eat a 8-hour interval, but that's not the point. The point is that you should have a routine every single day in the morning and in the evening, but morning, night, and between the whole day here, that's where you should have change going on. This is where you should strive, not having the same day. Be accepting for change. Change is good. Get it out of your head that you shouldn't be changing things. You have to start changing your mind, and the way you change your mind is through your thoughts. And the way you change your thoughts is through your action. It's an ongoing cycle, which could be a good thing and could be a bad thing. It could get you into bad habits, it can get you into bad behaviors, but it could also get you into good behaviors. So instead of looking at everything like a negative way of, let me go, like every time I have stress, like let me go get a cigarette. Like think about it, like ask yourself questions. Why do I want this? Why? Is it because I'm feeling stressed? What else could I do? What else could I change? Ask yourself questions that you have never asked yourself. Ask yourself a big question that no one ever asks is, what if I'm wrong? What if you're arguing with someone, but like, what if you're wrong? What if the way you look at things, the way you like perceive things is wrong? Like ask yourself deep questions. Okay, anyway guys, 6 minutes of me talking again. I'm getting out of here. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you understood something. But anyway, bye guys.